I've joined a cult and it's called film photography. I've been shooting for 2 years now. Started on an OM10, then went to my family's point and shoots, then I went to medium format, and then finally landed at my Nikon F2 that I just use as my daily driver. But anyway, today we'll be talking about Ilford SFX 200. It's a medium speed film with an ISO of 200. Ilford say it's a black and white film with extended red sensitivity, up to 740 nm. Because of its red sensitivity, it makes it the perfect choice for infrared style images. I also found this neat little graph online showing how far it sees compared to other black and white films. Because of its extended red capabilities, it's best to use a red filter when shooting if you want dark skies and white vegetation. If you want a more subtle look, you can use an orange filter or a yellow filter, or you can say fuck it and just shoot with no filter at all, and it will give you an average sort of black and white panchromatic look. I used a red filter called a Hoya HMC-R1 that I picked up on Amazon for £32. To test this film, I loaded it into my camera and flew down to Newquay with Tommy and John because fuck spending £150 on trains. Now, me being me, I got there first because I don't even want to be 3 hours before my flight. I got there and I waited outside for the boys and I took these 2 shots. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty happy with them. I mean, they're just very generic and boring, but I have to say, they probably show the best dark skies out of the entire images that I shot. Tommy then arrived and took this absolutely shocking picture of me. After that, it was time to board our flight. When we arrived in Newquay and stepped out the airport, realising the airport was the same size as the plane, Tommy made this lovely comment about my mum.
Never that big since mother.
I hope that plane crashed into you. On the way to the hotel, I saw this garage that said no parking, that totally looked like it said no farting. Seeing this, my inner photographer kicked in, and when we got to the hotel, I dumped my shit, John gave me a quick room tour, and then I headed out to take a picture of this garage. Not gonna lie, I quite like this photo. I think it's probably either my first or second favourite of the entire trip. I like how the film and the filter are making the sky darker in this picture. I thought that the sky would be noticeably darker though. After raiding Aldi and picking up completely useless supplies like 24 pain au chocolats, we headed down to the beach where we saw some locals partaking in some ritualistic dance moves. Walking further down the beach, we came across these sea creatures, so we decided to give them some friends. John decided to draw a cute frog, I decided to draw a hamster with 3 chins, and Tommy decided to draw a monkey with massive teeth. As the evening drew to a close and John complimented my appearance, we took in the last remaining bits of light and I snapped probably the worst photos that I've ever taken on this holiday. All I can say is I like the reflection of the sun on the water. I mean, that looks pretty neat, but you can't see the filter working at all, obviously because there was clouds about, but even just in terms of a photo, it's just pretty bog standard and downstairs toilet worthy. After feeling recharged and being able to breathe again as we weren't surrounded by the London air, we headed to the beach to do some surfing, until we couldn't, as the beach got engulfed by a load of fog, meaning that they had to completely red flag the beach. After heading back to our hotel room and deciding what the fuck we should do next, we decided to go on a beach walk, but I took this picture of a rock. I don't know what to say, man, it's a fucking rock. After taking the picture, I then decided to walk into a cave, and I found Tommy and John was stuck up a fucking rock. And I took this of him sliding down, petting him for his troubles. I then took the next picture. It's nice, it looks quite zen, it looks very clean. I like the way that the reflections are on the water. I think it looks very nice, but you can't really see it, again, the filter in play because of the dark clouds above. Losing Tommy and John for a bit and relishing in the peace and quiet that I got. I then heard them again and then decided to climb up this rock where I took the next picture. I mean, it's just a picture of rocks really, there's nothing too much to it.
I don't need it. I know it.
Day 3. Oh boy, day 3. So it started off like any other day. We headed down to the beach, I saw a tractor, I took a picture of the tractor, I liked the picture of the tractor. After we went surfing for a bit, my elbow started to hurt, so I traded in my surfboard for my camera and I strolled down the beach and decided to head to the rock pools. Although this photo doesn't really show off the film's capabilities, I don't know, I just really like it. I think it's my favourite picture that I took out the entire holiday. I took some others too, and it shows off the dark sky, but I just feel like they're a bit boring. I mean, one of them's really overexposed, it looks like the nukes are going off. After getting a call from Tommy, after getting a call from Tommy saying that they were out the ocean, we decided to go and do some shopping and arrived back at the apartment where I took my last bits of film. Now, this is where the story should end, but it doesn't, as we had planned a clifftop walk from here all the way to here to see the Bedruthen Steps. We had a lot of daytime left and we left around about 3 o'clock. As my roll of SFX 200 was over, I decided to load up a roll of Lumography Purple that ended up getting completely fucking nuked in the developing process. Apart from one though, for some reason one picture decided to survive, and to be honest with you, I actually really like it. It's a shame the rest didn't survive, but I mean this one looks really cool. But anyway, we headed out and you can see my shaky cam was as good as ever because it actually looks like I am nervous or having an asthma attack, or maybe both.
Two, one. Nice one.
As the sun finally set and we headed to the steps, Tommy gave me a nice smack on my chest for no reason. The rest of the day, I didn't record because I was too burnt out from the walk, but in honour of what happened, unfunny barman, impossible to get a taxi home, got a taxi home, got home, John found out he had lost his phone, cleared the apartment, John found his phone, but had to collect it the following day, so missed the flight, and me and Tommy were completely shattered. But overall, it was an amazing trip. I completely loved it. I mean, it's a shame about the Lumography roll. I mean, I really wanted to do almost like a secondary roll of film in this video, but... And my thoughts on SFX 200. I like this film. I like the way you can shoot black and white if you want, just your bog standard black and white, or you can add filters on it. Although I like the pictures I took, I feel like they don't show off the film as much as they should do. They don't really show off the dark skies, you don't necessarily get the white foliage as well. However, I did get a roll of it again recently, so I need to shoot it at some point. So who knows, I might do another video on it. But anyway, that is our little Newquay trip and shooting SFX 200. Oh my god!